Time now for Inside Out as we are joined by SNY NFL insider Connor Hughes. And Connor, this is a franchise that admitted after last season the missing piece was the quarterback. Now that piece is somewhat missing again. So why should those of us on the outside world believe things will go any better with Zach Wilson this year?
I think that there is an understanding from Zach Wilson, and maybe it's from Robert Saleh, maybe it's from playing with Aaron Rodgers over the summer, maybe it's the tutelage of Nathaniel Hackett, that Zach doesn't have to be the guy. He does not have to be the star. He just cannot be the reason why the Jets lose. They have playmakers who can make plays. They have two running backs, Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, who Zach can hand the ball off to him, and they'll take it up the field and make plays like we saw on Monday night. They have a defense that can go against one of the best teams in the entire league and hold them to just 6 points and make Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, look pedestrian. So as long as the Jets rely on those things, they're not going to be a 13, 14-win football team, but they can absolutely get to the playoffs. And once they're in there, anything can happen.
As Robert Saleh said, it's on to Dallas, where they probably would like to have another quarterback on the team by then. So what QB names are starting to emerge as targets for Joe Douglas to add to the roster?
There's several. Matt Ryan, I think, is one you're going to hear them linked to. Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, obviously, because Joe Douglas worked with them in Philadelphia. Jameis Winston, Gardner Minshew, two more that the Jets could go out there and acquire. But the one thing I do want to say is that I'm under the impression that the Jets are not going to go out there and add anyone of legitimate note. They're going to add another quarterback to this roster. They need another quarterback to this roster. But the plan for the Jets right now is Zach Wilson as the starter, Boyle as the backup, and then they will have a third quarterback on the practice squad in a break class in case of emergency situation. They are not, as Robert Saleh said on Tuesday, looking to go add somebody who will bring competition to the room. This is Zach Wilson's team, he said, and the Jets are moving forward with Zach Wilson as their starter, for better or for worse.
Connor, you just rattled off how talented this team is across the board, which is one of the reasons why, or the biggest reason why you were on board with the Jets being a Super Bowl contender with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. What are your expectations for Gang Green now?
Not that. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the AFC is an absolute gauntlet. The Buffalo Bills, they are going to bounce back. The Cincinnati Bengals, they're going to bounce back. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are going to bounce back. The Miami Dolphins look like an absolute juggernaut within the Jets division. And the Patriots just went down to the wire with the Philadelphia Eagles, who were in the Super Bowl last year. So it's going to be incredibly hard for the Jets to get there. But that doesn't mean that they can't compete within the AFC East. That doesn't mean that they can't grab one of those 3 wildcard spots. And that does not mean that they can't be in the postseason this year. With Zach Wilson, without Aaron Rodgers, it does not matter. The Jets should still absolutely be in the postseason this year because of those playmakers, because of that defense, because of this coaching staff. They can get there. Remember, Eamon, look, the Chicago Bears made the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman. I don't think the Jets are getting to the Super Bowl. They can absolutely get to the postseason.
Yeah, but conventional wisdom says that Super Bowl III trophy will remain lonely in Florham Park. Connor Hughes, thanks for joining us here on Honda Sports Night.